teachers as an organizational leader. Organizational leadership is an organizational leadership. Leaders help set strategies goals for the organization while motivating individuals within the organization to successfully carry out assignment in order to realize these goals. In this goal setting, the school leader helps set the goals, targets for the schools and motivates the teachers, non-teaching personnel, and other members of the community to do their tasks to realize the school's goals. Organizational leadership works towards what is best for individual members and what is best for the organization as a group at the same time. Organizational leadership does not sacrifice the individual members for the sake of the people, nor sacrifice the welfare of the group for the sake of individual members, both individual and group necessary. Organizational leadership is also an attitude and the work ethic that empowers an individual in any role to lead from the top, middle, or bottom of an organization. Applied to the school setting, the school leader helps anyone from the organization, not necessarily from the top, to lead others. An example of this leadership, which does not necessarily come from the top of the organization, and is teacher leader. Leadership versus management. Are leadership and management synonymous? Is a leader manager or is a manager a leader? If I am a good leader, does it follow that I am also a good manager? Or if I am a good manager and I at the same time a good leader? Not necessarily. A school head must be both a leader and a manager. A school head leads the school and the community to formulate the vision, mission, goals, and the school improvement plan. This is a leadership function. He or she says to it that his plan gets well implemented on time and so ensure that the resources needed are there, the person to do the job are qualified and available. This is a management function. Imagine if the school head is only a leader, you have the vision, mission, goals, and school plan but no implementation. The plan is only good in paper. If you do the task of a manager only, you will be focusing on the details of the day-by-day implementation without big picture, the vision, and the mission. Types of skills demanded of leaders. Leaders use three broad types of skills. First, technical. Second, human. And the third one is conceptual. Technical skills refer to the any types of process or technique like sending email, preparing a PowerPoint presentation. Human skills is the ability to work efficiently with people and to build teamwork. This is also referred to as a people skills or soft skills. While conceptual skills is the ability to think in terms of models, frameworks, and broad relationships such as a long-range plans. In short, the conceptual skills deal with the ideas, and while human skills concern relationship with the people and technical skills involve psychomotor skills and things. The ideal school's leader possesses all three. Autocratic leaders do decision making by themselves. Consultative leaders allow participation of the members of the organization by consulting them but make the decision themselves. This is what happens in consultation meetings called by schools when they increase tuition fees. Sometimes education stakeholders get disappointed that their suggestions are not carried after school's leaders have consulted them. They do not understand that consultation does not necessarily mean approval of stakeholders' suggestion. Democratic leaders allowed the members of the organization to fully participate in decision making. Decision making are arrived at the way of consensus. This is genuine participation of the members of the organization, which is in keeping with social empowerment. This leadership style leads to the kanya-kanya mentality, one weaknesses of the Filipino character. There will be no problem if the situation is dull. Example, each members of the organization has reached a level of maturity, and so if the members are left to themselves, they will do only what is good for the organization. Which leadership styles are participated? The consultative and democratic leadership styles are the only ones that allow for participation of the members of the organization. Between the consultative and democratic styles is genuinely participated because it abides by the role of the majority. Expected of professional teachers who care for and embark on continued professional development is a promotion along the way. With this in mind, this course would be complete without a discussion of an effective leader and manager for which you will be in the future. But should you refuse the offer of a manager or leadership position in school or in the bigger educational organization because of the love for teachings and learnings. This lesson on organizational leadership would be leaned to West because even as a teacher, you are already a leader and a manager. You are a teacher and the class or a classroom manager. To facilitate learning, a conducting learning environment is necessary. It has been proven that learners learn best in a pleasant environment. A pleasant environment is where the learners can be themselves because teachers are caring, no need to best because teacher and classmates truly clear and take you for who you are. All forms of bullying has no place in the conducting learning environment. A conductive learning environment makes learners believe they can do the work and they feel accepted. The favorable learning climate is not competitive where everyone is tense. Facilitator comes from the word facility, which means to make something easy or easier. You ask, the professional teachers facilitate learning or make learning easier. Learning is difficult text and is made easier when you make dry lesson interesting, exciting, and enjoyable. As a professional teachers, you make learning is easier when you simplify the complex and concretize the abstract. This is what is ethical for everyone, professional teachers like you ought to do. This you can do after 4 long years of academic preparation of your schools. Providing leadership and initiative also means working with the community. This means getting the parents and other members of the community participate in school's activities. Teachers as they participate in the community affairs. Every teachers shall merit reasonable social recognition, for which purpose he shall behave with honor and dignity at all times, and refrain from such activities as gambling, smoking, drunkenness, and other excesses, much less illicit relation. Obviously, if as a professional teacher, you are an entertained couple, chain smoking, and alcoholic, or if it is a common knowledge that you are engaged in an illicit relationship, how can you have moral authority? Who will listen to you when you advise your class not to smoke, not to drink alcoholic drinks, not to gamble, etc.? Society expects so much of teachers that when they fail to live up to the challenge to behave or model good behavior, they are condemned without trial. It is no wonder why many are afraid to answer the call to teach and to teach. Society seems to expect much more from professional teachers than from any other professional, and so look at teachers with scrutinized eyes. The quotation states, "The influence of a good teacher can never be erased, but the influence of the dishonorable teachers is a lasting." Expect every teacher to live for a wheat community and shall therefore study and understand local custom and tradition in order to have a sympathetic attitude. Therefore, refrain from despairing the community, and the professional teachers is neither ethnocentric, he or she is not ethnocentric, and so does not look down on communities, cultures, because of the thought that his or her culture is superior to the culture of the community. Either he or she xenocentric, and so look at his culture and inferior into others' community cultures. Community here refers to the internal as well as external stakeholders. Internal stakeholders include the teachers, student, the parents of the student, and the teachers. The external stakeholders are the other parents in the community. Without children enrolled in schools, barangay officials, and other government officials and stakeholders. The schools is there for the community, and so the community has the right to be informed about its activities, accomplishment, needs, and problems. Informing them about the school's project, needs, and problems give them a sense of ownership. It determines general facilities on student welfare, discipline, well-being. It is concerned with the development and implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of the schools, improvement plan, and reporting of the progress of the implementation to the school divisions, superintendent, and the community of the schools.